Hello, I am Peaceful Nick the Medium. I'm an evidential medium and I specialize in helping you start or continue your healing journey and bring you healing messages to prove that your loved ones go on beyond this earthly realm with evidence to prove it. Hello and thank you for joining. Tonight I will be joined by Cosmic Chris. We will be doing a Q&A and then we will be doing tarot and oracle card readings for free. So please follow along and join us on this wonderful healing journey. I will tell you, I have a bunch of new stuff I launched. I've been working very hard behind the scenes to launch a bunch of new things. I have launched a Patreon, so please follow me there. Anyone who follows me on my Patreon for the month of May will be invited to a free Zoom gallery where I will be doing free readings. Hello, Love Base Wicca. Hello. Let me know when Manifest with Chris joins. I love it. I also, please follow my YouTube channel. Please subscribe there. You can subscribe to Patreon and YouTube for free. I have a digital course for $27, which is equivalent to a 6-month mediumship mentorship. That is a download that you can get right off my website. On May 13th, Cosmic Chris and myself will be doing a live Zoom gallery. I am inviting him on right now. We're going to talk about that. The Zoom gallery is only $11 and everyone is guaranteed a reading who joins, and it will be a limited number of seats. Hello, Chris, are you there?
Oh, yes. There I am.
I can't see you.
Let's see. Hold on.
Hello, everyone. This is Cosmic Chris.
All right. I'm just on my way there. Can you see me?
I can see your picture, but I can't see.
Okay, I'm just getting my audio video set up here.
If you have to go out and come back, that's fine. I have plenty to talk about.
Sure, excellent.
I'm just doing my announcements. Again, on May 13th, Cosmic Chris and I will be doing a live Zoom gallery with limited seating, and everyone is guaranteed a reading in that event. It is only $11 to join. Those fill up very fast, so join as soon as possible. That's on my website. All the links are where. I have my gallery just with myself with some card pulls on May 15th. I have coffee and cards on May 24th. All of these are $11. I have an introductory workshop to mediumship on May 17th. That is completely free for anyone to join, and all of my 30-minute readings for the month of May are $50. They are very limited because my other job is taking up a lot of my time. So, Cosmic Chris.
Yes.
How's it going?
I'm getting there. Hold on. I'm so sorry, everyone.
Okay.
I will get it.
That's okay. I will be we're going to answer some Q&A. So if you're watching and you want to stick around for card pulls, Chris will be pulling tarot cards from a very special deck. He will tell you about that once he is ready. I will be pulling oracle cards from the Mystic Forest Oracle deck. And if you want a free reading, these readings tonight are completely free for anyone who wants to join. Hi, everyone. I'm so glad you guys are here. The next deck I'll be pulling from are the Cosmic Energy Oracle cards. I love these. Everybody who knows me knows I love anything cosmic. You can see my space scene and my new UFO lamp hubby got me for Mother's Day. Oh, there he is. Hello, Cosmic Chris. Now you're muted. Hit the mute button. We're going to get there, everybody. There we are. Give your introductions and any specials or anything you got going on.
Oh, hi. My name's Chris. I am a life coach, tarot reader, paranormal investigator. I enjoy spirituality and law of attraction, and Peaceful Nick has provided me this great platform this evening to share some insight and views with you all. I have a special tarot deck here, Psychic Creations, which we have created, which is really amazing. Beautiful cards with beautiful illustrations. I'll just give you like an example. We'll pull some cards later, answer some questions, and hope everybody has a great time.
I love those cards. And where are those available?
Oh, these are available on Soulsandspirits website. There will be a link possibly underneath here. Or we can write the link in.
It's probably in your bio somewhere.
In my bio, yeah.
Yeah. And if not, anybody who's a regular viewer of mine, you can email me or ask me and I can guide you. It's soulsandspirits.com. And I will say, I was looking at the website today, and there is a Souls and Spirits brewery, so it's not the brewery.
Oh, right. Wow. Interesting.
I know. I'm like, I smell a lawsuit because you guys have had that website for decades.
That's a great name. I love the name.
It's a great name. So I just want to say hello to everyone. Thank you, Jason and Mommy. I have a filter, and I did do my eyeshadow tonight, which I normally just put a little mascara on and color in my eyebrows. Hi, Cynthia, Sherry, Cherie. I have Sherry's and Cherie, so please forgive me if I get it mixed up. Click likes and shares, everyone. Like, share. We are going to be doing free readings. Houston Mom, Sweet and Spicy. I know Love Base Wicca's here. Everybody follow Chris. Who else is here? A bunch of people are here. Hello. Please ask us any questions about tarot, about oracle cards, about mediumship, about science for me. Ask any questions. We're going to do Q&A, and then we're going to pull cards. So, again, I'll repeat. Please subscribe for free to my Patreon. All subscribers for the month of May will be invited to a free Zoom gallery. It is totally free. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have a digital course on my website. May 13th, Chris and I have a gallery that is limited seating, only $11. Everybody gets a reading. That's on my website as well. So, Chris, tell everybody your story and your journey into life coaching, into tarot pulling, and all things spiritual.
Well, I've actually, take these off for a second. I've actually started off this journey years and years ago. I started as a photographer that led me down the road of spirituality, learning to be an empath. I actually started recently when my grandmother had passed. I was very close with my grandmother, and she had passed, and I was actually trying to channel, speak or communicate with her, and this also was part of my paranormal investigating ideas that led me down the road to further expand, to find out more about the other side, life after death type of topics. So I was getting interested in astral travel because I wanted to learn techniques, how to go to the other side, so to speak, like astral travel, like where you actually kind of depart spiritually from your energy, from your body while you sleep, and you can travel to different destinations and other planes of spirituality and the astral travel. So that led me down the road to find out. I had an experience while I was asleep. I was actually sleeping, but I felt like I was asleep, but I was wide awake, but my eyes were closed, and I couldn't move my body inside my bed.
Wow.
And what took place was I was kind of like paralyzed temporarily in my bed. My arms felt like they were 1,000 pounds. I couldn't move my legs, but I could have total, I knew everything that was going on in the room. I can hear everything, but I was like, kind of like in a, kind of a sleep, I don't know, hypnotized or some sort. But it just felt really weird, and I was seeing these visions and things, and like later when I started learning more about astral travel, that was the stage right before you exit your body. And this was all like before the internet. This was like all in a book. You would buy books from the bookstore and read books and learn these.
Back in the day when we read books, right?
Back in the day when we read books, yeah. But it was very interesting, and that kind of led me down the road to get more interested, to find out more about like life after death and communication with the other side. And that led me into tarot cards and learning how to read tarot cards and learning the meanings of the cards, and led me down the path. And as you know, once you get started on this journey, there's so many different roads you can go down, short, other places, that so much interest within the paranormal and the other side and tarot and being an empath, and the divinity. But that's how it kind of got started. And since then, I'm a big fan of Esther Hicks, Law of Attraction, Neville Goddard, so many great masters, Eckhart Tolle. So I kind of like feed myself with all the wisdoms of all these great teachers, both here and then, still here with us, and those who have crossed over. But it's ever growing, every single day. It's just more learning and knowing, and you becoming more aligned with yourself, your spirit, and your connection with Source. All that is. So it's an every day. It's like a blessing. We just kind of keep learning and running into people and circumstances and rendezvousing with people that have such meaning in your life, that influence you in so many ways, that help you expand, become a better person, and showing that love and sharing that with others. So that's just an amazing feeling. It's really a gift to be able to have those ideas and feelings, and have the outreach to share and learn with others, and kind of like pay it forward. And that's with Peaceful Nick here giving me this platform to be on her show tonight. It's amazing. I'm so grateful for all of you to be here and to enjoy and get some questions answered, and it's a really good time.
I appreciate that, and I appreciate everyone here. But as you know, this app that we love this app, right? We love it. We're going to send positive vibes to this app, and we're going to encourage people to share the live, click like, comment, put an emoji in the chat, put something, because I have quite a few followers, and we should have more than 9 people watching this live, and about 5 of them are people we know. So let's get lots of people on here and share the love. And thank you, everyone. Just type anything in. Where are you from? How are you feeling today? What's your biggest question? And I love your story, Chris. So if anybody has any questions for either of us, hi, Jessica, Book Cut Cutie Pie there. How's baby girl doing? We're going to pull cards for Jessica. Jessica, I love you, sweetheart. And people are getting they're filtering comments that we're just gonna deal with it, right? We're just gonna deal with we're just gonna deal with it. Jessica, would you like a tarot reading from Cosmic Chris? I'm not gonna tell. Jessica's going through some stuff. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, Chris. And it's Book Talk Cutie Pie. She said, bring it on. So Book Talk Cutie Pie, her name is Jessica. And yeah, and then Houston Mommy, I'll pull cards for you. So go for it, Chris.
Okay.
All right. And what's your process? Do you like set an intention? What do you do before you pull cards?
Well, I sent an intention for a light, without knowing a question that the sitter may have for me. So I just put out the intention of love and understanding, and the intention of gratefulness for each reading, and people who are in front of me, who will sit in front of me and await. Just shuffle a little bit.
All right, Jessica, here we go.
I'm just shuffling them up a little bit.
And everybody, while Chris shuffles, keep sharing the live, keep clicking the likes. You see the likes, it's helping. We have 11 whole people on here now, which I'm grateful for.
Awesome.
We want to get to 100. I miss the old days.
So I pulled this card.
Oh, that's weird because that was the card that came out earlier.
The fear card. So is there's within your present condition or present environment, there's some fearful thoughts that are surrounding you. This could be fearful thoughts of a relationship of some sort or a connection with a loved one.
Absolutely.
This is also doesn't always have to be a negative process with this card, because this card, the fear card, could also mean expansion. So sometimes the things that are unknown to us, we fear the things that are unknown to us, and we sometimes hesitate to move forward in an idea or a situation because we don't know what the outcome will be. And that sometimes kind of keeps us limited from moving forward and expanding, because the idea of something bad could happen to us. So it's kind of like a limiting belief in the sense of the fear card being for an environment change.
Can you see her comments, Chris, or not? Here, I'll read them to you. Her bio dad, who she does not have a good relationship with at all, showed up randomly today.
Oh, I see. Okay.
She said a major fear right on Chris.
Yeah, so that type of situation where you actually, it's actually interesting because I had someone who's close to me have a situation similar to this, where it was so freaking weird that this environment took place in this method. Hi, Bailey. Hold on one second. I'm so sorry. You just have to handheld. My little dog is coming to say hi.
He wants to be the star of the show.
My little dog has come to say hi. When you're unable to kind of define the situation that you find yourself immersed in without like wanting to be involved in a situation where you have to just kind of react, you're kind of like thrown in the deep end of the swimming pool. Those types of ideas are stifling, because what do you say? What do you do? What's your behavior? What are the expectations of this other person expecting to be, in my situation, like without having a relationship with me, and just kind of showing up and presenting themselves in my face. So those types of things could really be fearful, as to the point where you're unsure of what to say because you're like walking on eggshells. Do you tell this person what you really feel? Do you actually just pacify them in a nice way to try to make them go away, so to speak, in a sense?
Her comments say, I had no idea what he wanted, and I don't want him to know or be around my child. And her child is, how much? Haley's 8 years old, 7, 8 years old. She called the police and she's getting a restraining order. So that fear card is right on the money.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's a challenging situation. You want to do the right thing. You want to be safe. So I think the actions that you took were right on target for the situation.
Excellent. Can you pull her a card? One more card, just a quick 1 minute or something, a little positive.
Oh, sure. Let me just shuffle again. I'm going to just shuffle again.
Okay. Houston Mommy's next, and then Angie. Keep commenting and sharing and liking. I see I have 2.5 thousand likes. That's wonderful. So Houston Mommy's next, and then Angie. I'm just going to do this. If you want a card, comment.
Shuffle 3 times. All right. I got the kind of like in order, like what you mentioned. This card came up out of nowhere.
What does it say?
I think Oh, the wisdom card.
Wisdom.
I think that
Wow.
this kind of signifies your actions today in that situation. That you actually, you probably were thinking with your heart rather than your emotions with the situation at hand, where it would be so easy just to be reactive with feelings and just yell or get crazy and complicate things even worse. But I think that wisdom card was on your side.
You said amazing. I love this. Great card pull, Chris.
Oh, excellent. Thank you so much.
That is Jessica. We went to college together, went to undergrad together, got our bio degrees together, and
Oh,
we
wow.
stories. Jessica got me obsessed with Twilight. Now that goes way back, right? So there we go.
I never watched that series.
Well, now that I watch it, it's awful, but back in the day, I loved it. But anyway, so next is Houston Mommy. I'll pull for Houston Mommy. Then we have Angie, Lise, and Mary Angela. So Houston Mommy, you're next. All right, Jessica, honey, we can talk in the morning if you'd like, after you drop Haley off. All right. Houston Mommy, Houston Mommy. And I set an intention for the greater good. Oh, and that was quick. Houston Mommy, balance. Balance, balance, balance. Find balance to maintain harmony in relationships. But in my head, I'm hearing you need balance in your life. You need balance in your life. You're being pushed or pulled or put into this one area, and 90% of your energy is going over here, and you only have less than 10% for you, and everything else is going to everybody else. You need balance. You need to shift that balance back to where you're caring for yourself. Balance for you, because I'm hearing, girl, she's gonna go crazy. She's gonna go crazy if she doesn't get that balance. So please, 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 if you're a bath person, take a bath. Make your significant other or somebody else take the kids away for a few hours so you can take care of you. And that doesn't mean cleaning the house, right? That means do for you. Do for you, not for anybody else. And for people who can, adults in your life who can do for themselves, let them do for themselves. And if something doesn't get done, as long as your family is safe and fed and, the house is reasonably clean, you need to take care of yourself. So Houston Mommy, that's for you. And let me know. Oh, Book Talk Cutie Pie is giving roses like crazy. 44 roses. She sent Manifest with Chris, 44 roses. That's
Thank you so much.
You have 46 people watching you now? The little number at the top, is that what that is? I don't know what that means. A message, that would be the message, Houston Mommy. That would be the message. I'm not doing mediumship tonight. We're doing card pulls. So any message Spirit brings. Oh, that's how many gifts he has. I never knew what that number was on the other person. Thanks. Thanks, Jessica. I was wondering why that went up so quick. Whatever this message is from your dad. So let me know if balance is meaningful to you, Houston Mommy. I have mini readings for $25 if you want a one-on-one mini reading. I think I only have 3 spots left for all of May right now. So, and I have $50 30-minute readings right now as well. Okay. Well, that's what popped out. Think about balance. Think about balance. I'm sorry if that didn't resonate, but it might later. Might. Okay, Angie, is Angie still here? Oh, that's okay, Jessica. Is Angie still here? Chris, you can pull for Angie once she comes.
Pull for Angie. Okay. Oh, that's some
yes, she's here.
fun oyster thing I just saw.
Pardon?
I just saw a fun oyster.
Shell energy. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm just going to shuffle here.
All right. Angie. After Angie is Lise, and then Mary Angela. Don't forget to share, click likes.
Okay, I pulled the fortune card. So this, it's like on the card, it's a pot of gold, and there's actually a rainbow there. But this is shows abundance. But this doesn't always necessarily mean it's only limited to financial abundance. This could be abundance of ideas, abundance of love, abundance of spiritual growth. This is it's a great card. It's a powerful card, and this could mean that you're moving in a direction where your expansion is kind of catching up with you, your ideas. I mean, this is a really wonderful card. So, if you are resonating with abundance in your life in this moment, have you been thinking about circumstances or a certain type of situation to get to the next level, or moving towards something that you've been wanting for a long time? This card is very reassuring in that sense that
Yes.
you're on the right path and you're headed right towards it.
That is amazing. I love cards and I think they're wonderful and never imagined how accurate. I actually got a really good testimonial today from a private reading I did for someone with cards. And it just, I don't know if people realize how important those testimonials are. If you don't want to put them on someone's website, email them. I understand some people don't want anybody to know that they're seeing a medium or a card reader, but getting feedback from clients is so important and can really, lift our day. Spiritual people who work in these modalities, we are people. We have lives. We have stuff going on in our lives, and it's not always rainbows and butterflies and spiritual happiness. We have circumstances that affect us too. So when we get those messages, like Angie just said, I needed to hear this.
That's awesome.
That's going to give Chris a boost he needed today, right? Because we want to know that we're helping people with these gifts, these free gifts. Chris, you do have a little feedback somewhere.
Oh, yeah?
Is your phone sitting on something?
Oh yeah. Let me.
Sometimes the iPhone, it kind of drives me crazy. When it sits on something, it has a little echo. But
I think I hear the hissing, right?
yeah, there's a hissing. I don't know what that is.
That is
all right. I'm going to pull a card for love-based Wicca. Who had a question? First of all, this is at the bottom of the deck, transformation for Lise. Oh, he got muted. Okay. All right. So, I'm going to try something here. After Lise is Mary Angela, Ashnick, and Diana. So share the live, share the live, share the live. All right, Lise, I'm going to pull a tarot card from my deck here. I'm going to shuffle it, set an intention. This is it's just the regular old tarot deck, but this one has like yeses and nos on it as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
So this is just the regular. Whoa, that was quick. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Lise wanted to know about success. Independent. Does that sound familiar? Independent. The Queen of Swords. She's the queen of the swords. She's the queen. What else can you say? Supportive, honest, unbiased, open communication, clear boundaries, and insightful. And the yes or no question, which you asked, is yes. And this card has to do with the third eye. So you're using your intuition for your success. And I'm hearing multiple streams of income. So diversify. But don't spread yourself so thin that you've got 200 projects going. Try to only do 15 projects, not 200. So diversify, but scale it down to a reasonable amount. And success doesn't always mean monetary, you're going to live in a castle next year. It means, maybe I'm going to have my bills paid every month. Maybe I'm going to have 6 months worth of savings. Maybe I'm going to buy a new car. Maybe I'm going to get a new roof on my house. Success comes in many different ways. And I know how hard you work. And I know how committed and dedicated, and like someone described you a long time ago, you'd rather work 80 hours a week doing your own business than 40 hours a week for somebody else. And that is so true about you. So Queen of Swords, you're the queen. So that's for you, Lise. I hope you love it. She said, ha, 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 yes. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. So Mary Angela, are you still here? Let me know, Mary Angela, and then Ashnick and Diana. And while we wait for the comments to load, Chris and I will have a more intimate setting with a Zoom gallery next Tuesday, 1 week from today, for only $11. And, okay, Mary Angela's still here. Okay. And it's limited seating. It's $11. Everyone's guaranteed a reading. Now, the readings there will be much more detailed than these little tiny mini readings. So they'll be, about 8 to 10 minutes long each, and you'll get at least 3 cards in those readings. So Mary Angela is here. If you want to join next week's private Zoom gallery with Chris and I, it's in my bio. Just go to my website, and it's right there. All right, you're up, Chris, for Mary Angela.
Sure. Let me shuffle here.
Chris and Ashley and Diana.
Okay. Just one more time. Shuffle. Okay. Okay. This card came up. Okay, so that is the
I can't see
stress card. Stress card.
Stress.
So this card, although being the most annoying verbiage that you can see on a card, which is stress, which we all go through, we all have it. There's no one who can live this life and get around it. It doesn't always have to be a negative. A lot of the cards that we have in the deck have meanings that sometimes don't indicate happy ideas or thoughts or feelings, but sometimes these things that are put into our life for a reason, right, that actually allow us to kind of, so to speak, get out of our comfort zone. And it actually forces us to expand further beyond our beliefs, to actually encounter a different understanding of a situation, because it actually pushes you further away from what's already known, in a sense. So sometimes it gives us a lot of contrast. When we get pushed into a corner, out of our comfort zone, there's only a couple of things that we can do. And the most typical ones are, you get aggravated, you get pissed off, you scream, you yell, you cry. But then after that kind of subsides, you kind of get to an awakened thought. You start getting ideas of how to change that circumstance or that situation to make it into a positive. But that circumstance, if wasn't so impactful to push you to your outer limits, may have persisted longer and longer and longer in your life. But then the stress actually helped to give you that major contrast between black and white and force you into that predicament to make the change so you can move forward and kind of get out of that situation and expand and move forward, kind of evolve, so to speak. So this card represents, in a lot of ways, change. In most ways, aggravation and pain and sorrow, in a sense. But contrast, giving us the contrast to actually make changes in our life to grow and expand is what I'm seeing or feeling from this card this evening.
Yeah,
I hope
sometimes,
that resonates.
yeah, the worst things that happen to us are the biggest blessings. Like
Correct,
forced
right.
out of a job. Like a year and a half ago, I was fired from my job. I'm 54 years old. I've never been fired in my life from anything ever. Like I am a hard worker, but I was at school. They found out I was a medium. Somebody freaked out because it's a Catholic school. Somebody freaked out somewhere, found me on social media by chance, and I got fired. And so, but I've never been happier in my life. Like I would have never quit my job, and it was so stressful, but it turned into something beautiful.
Well, it's actually like the saying where people say, "Oh, you got fired from your job," and the first things people say, "Well, don't worry, there's something better waiting for you." The universe is giving you a sign, and like most likely, something will happen within a short time after that wouldn't have been able to happen or come into your life and experience a person or a rendezvous with a new job owner at a supermarket store who owns a new shop or owns a place that's looking for someone to hire, and just that whole type of resonance and harmony with a new situation arises only because it has the space to kind of enter, into your life,
Agree. And she said, "Thank you so much. That resonates perfectly."
Oh, awesome. So happy. Thank you so much.
So awesome. And then, Ashnick, are you still here? Oh, and she said, "It's amazing how true that connects. Thank you, because that is what I needed to feel validated." Aren't these cards so amazing?
Awesome. Yeah. So cool.
Keep clicking those likes and shares, everybody. We're here for, a little bit more. Ashnick, I'm going to pull a card for you. And then Diana said, and Diana, if you could clarify, you want a card for Bruce. Clarify what you mean while I pull this card for Ashnick, so Chris can understand. All right, cosmic energy for Ashnick. I hope I'm saying that right. Cosmic energy.
Let me give my cards some shuffles too.
Cosmic energy. All right, Ashnick, one more shuffle. Let's see if this card doesn't pop. It's hard to believe when one card doesn't. Oh, okay, it turned. That's my favorite. Oh, embrace change. Embrace change.
Oh, wow. Nice. Beautiful card.
Everybody knows. That's beautiful. Everybody knows that change, and it's just piggybacking on the card you just pulled about stress. Change. The butterfly goes through metamorphosis, right? Goes from a caterpillar to a butterfly. It transforms. It changes. It takes what essentially is an ugly worm, and I don't think it's ugly, but some people might, and turns it into this beautiful, incredible butterfly. And I keep seeing this meme in my head with this card that says, "Do you know that butterflies, when it rains, they rest so their wings don't get damaged?"
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so now I assume that's true. I can't guarantee that's true. It's just something I saw on another app, but that's what I'm seeing. That's what Spirit's showing me, meaning sometimes you need to rest to allow that transformation to occur. Sometimes we work and work and work and work and work and work and work. We push and push and push and push and push, and then we're stuck because we're trying so hard to push through that wall, when sometimes we just need to pull back and just allow the work we've done to take the lead and just allow it to happen. So embrace change and kind of rest your wings and allow the change to happen. If you've already done the work and set your intention, now it's time to allow it to happen. So that's for you, Ashnick. Let me know if that resonates. And hello, Ashley America. And then Diana said, because she said she wanted a card for Bruce, and said, "Bruce is my very good friend, Tyree's grandpa, and he is here." Okay, so Bruce is watching. Okay, so a card for Bruce via Diana.
Oh, okay.
Card for Bruce.
Fine.
And if anybody else, Diana's last on the list. If
Yeah.
anybody else wants a card, let me know and I'll put you on the list.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I have pulled out this card for Bruce, the Understanding card. So this is a very powerful card also. This could actually help us to create an environment in our mind and in our beliefs that actually allows us to flow more with the ebb and flow of the universe, so with the understanding. And this could be for feelings, thoughts, and ideas of sometimes not taking judgment with our peers or family members, or pushing judgment within an environment or a space where we can actually allow others to be on their path, where what they say and what they do don't directly affect who we are, or actually don't describe who we are. Kind of like sometimes living your life for others, only trying to live and uphold the other people's ideas that have for you in your life, where you kind of feel like you have to fit the mold. So when you're in an environment with the people that may be passing judgment on you, where you feel like you have to kind of bob and weave and fill all the boxes and check all the checks because they're in the presence of you, where you don't do these things, you kind of feel like you're out of place. You're being judged in a sense. So understanding that other people don't get to pull your strings, that you live your life for you, not for them, and not giving a rip what other people think about you, you set yourself free in your mindset, your beliefs, and in your life, and you're free flowing to be, do, or have whatever you want in this life. So, in a sense, having that understanding and that knowledge, that intuition in daily life, because continuously we run into people that judge, because everybody judges.
Right.
So being able to be independent of that and having that wisdom, that knowledge and understanding, it's really big. You actually you can get a lot of mileage out of that understanding. Being patient and allowing others to do what they want to do, but knowing that it doesn't have to affect you, so to speak.
Sorry, I'm getting messages.
Oh, okay.
I'm a little distracted.
Oh, no problem.
My other job, I'm having a Mars emergency, so
A Mars.
Mars is still there, but a little Mars education emergency. So I'm getting like alerts. I had like 20 emails and 20 text messages. So sorry, everybody. Christy wanted to be on the list. If anybody else wants to be on the list, tell us now or forever hold your peace. Now, Christy, I was shuffling the card and a card popped out, and I'll show you that in a second. But I just want to reiterate that Chris and I are going to have a small private Zoom on Tuesday, May 13th, 1 week from today. Everyone gets a guaranteed, much more detailed reading than we're getting tonight. It's only $11, and it is very limited seating because we can only do so many readings at a time, right? So that's on my website right now. Go to my website, you'll see Cosmic Chris and Peaceful Nick doing readings May 13th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And join that. It's super inexpensive, and it's a wonderful way. I had some people describe the spirit exchange I do with Kathy, describe it as kind of like group therapy. You get in a small group of like-minded people, and you share comfort and ideas and thoughts about these types of things. And, you know, if you feel like I have felt my whole life out of place with the people in my life, like my family that I grew up with, like I was always kind of the weirdo in the family. That's okay. I was fine with it. But I wish I had known things like this existed then, because I would have joined, groups like this. But I didn't know. I was young. There was no internet back then. But now there is an internet, and now we can all get on a Zoom call together and share ideas and talk to each other and get cardful. So next Tuesday, $11. You can't go wrong. All right, this is for Christy, but somebody else Ashley wanted a card. So I'll pull for Christy, and Chris, you can pull for Ashley. So Christy, I shuffled when I was reading your name, and the card that popped out was prayer. So whatever prayer means to you. You don't have to be a religious person, and if you are, that's fine too. Some people get offended, so I'm just trying to keep it light here. So prayer can mean a meditation. It can mean just sending out good positive vibes. Anything like that to refocus your intentions for what you want to achieve in your life. So if you're trying to just achieve peace, focus on manifesting peace. Maybe take 10 minutes out of the day, take a shower for 10 minutes longer, or just spend 10 minutes extra in the bathroom when nobody can bother you. Take a bath. Go walk around. It's nice in most places now in the country. Go outside and walk around a botanical garden if you can find one, or just walk up and down the street where there are trees and flowers and butterflies. Prayer can mean anything to anybody. It's just a dialogue with the universe. So it doesn't have to be with a god or a deity. It can be just a dialogue with the universe. So take some time and send out whatever you're trying to manifest into your life, out into the universe or to God or whatever you believe in, and allow that to come into your life. So prayer, let me know.
That's awesome.
Oh, Christy said Desert Museum, Arizona here. I'll do that. Perfect. Wonderful. Love it. Good. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. All right, Chris, for Ashley America.
All right.
The sweetheart. She found me on another tarot card reader's page one day.
Hi, I got the Patience card.
Ooh.
So this is a really divine card. I think that the word trust should be right next to it.
Yeah.
Because patience is not only just being able to allow and surrender and allow, but also have the grounding knowledge of the universe, and knowing that the universe conspires with you at all times to give you everything that you want in this world. And when you actually are patient enough to understand that, you actually can sit back and allow without the stress of wanting it yesterday, but knowing that it's on its way to me. All good things are on their way to me. Patience in a situation or environment in your life, financially or with a friend or a boss, or, being able to kind of sit back and relax in your divinity and your abundance as far as the things in your life that you already do have, that you're grateful for. That confidence is the thing that actually puts you in alignment with the universe and the flow of all of life. And having patience is, they say it's a virtue. It's an amazing gift. I know sometimes I don't have it, and it's just like, I want it yesterday, and then I remind myself, just sit, allow, and be grateful for all the things that you have in your life currently. I mean, we all want everything, right? So we see things on TV, we see things that others have, and we compare ourselves, and sometimes it's just being grateful for the things that are present in our life right now, an abundance of love, an abundance of, it could be finances, it could be abundance of thoughts or ideas or spirituality or friendships or friends or an abundance of ice cream. It could be anything, but just those little things in life to be grateful for, to show the appreciation, you attract more and more like a magnet. When you're grateful, you tell the universe, yes, I'm happy. Give me more, please. Give me more. And the universe showers you with opportunities, with people, places, things. But
Exactly.
going back to this card, it kind of starts here is when we're able to kind of sit back in that feeling of just the knowing that I'm like the universe has my back. Like you got me. Like I don't have to fear about it. Just keep my mindset and my thoughts and my positive vibrations going. You know, those high flying discs every day, the thoughts, positive thoughts, we attract the next positive thought. And then before we know it, we have momentum. And then like the world is ours, you know?
Yes, I love that so much. And Ashley said, I try so hard to be. LOL. It's a very accurate description for me. And then she said, I have been getting better at it though.
Oh, awesome.
So that's awesome. And then we have Sandra would like a card, so I'll pull for Sandra. And then next is Kimball K.
Okay.
Ashley also said, I've been listening to only manifesting music and things have been great.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. It makes a big difference what we
I think also like, sorry, if we actually can get to a point where we can sit with ourselves and just, it doesn't have to be for hours and hours, even if it's 5 minutes where you actually sit without a distraction and just say 5 things that you're grateful for.
I was just going to say that exact same sentence.
Awesome. Yeah, just like when I do it before I get out of the bed. I actually sit before I put my feet on the ground. I just say, today's going to be a great day. I'm so grateful for this day. I am excited to see what will happen today. I'm grateful for my dog. I'm grateful I slept all night. I'm grateful for this warm, comfortable bed. That puts your ideas and your thoughts into those higher vibrating, and you kind of like pre-plow the day for like good things to happen. Like your mindset's already in the positive. So you can actually start your day and control the vibration of your day, you know, from the start before you pick up the phone and look at all the emails and all the friends. You start your day that way. You actually kind of get like a head start on the positivity going.
And
All the distractions can come right after that, but you're making a note to actually start the day on the right foot, so to speak.
exactly. And that there have been scientific studies about that. It's called lucky girl syndrome. So there's a bunch of these girls, women, whoever, who run around. They're like, we're lucky girls. We're lucky girls. Everything we want comes to fruition, blah, blah, blah. And so scientists did studies on it. And they said if you start your day saying 5 positive things or 5 things you're grateful for, instead of doom scrolling before your feet hit the floor, I look around my bedroom every morning saying, I'm so grateful for my beautiful. I'm so grateful for the sunlight. I'm so grateful for my mattress, which is so da 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 da.
Tiniest of things.
Tiniest thing. You just change that one little habit, and it changes the whole outlook.
Well, like the neuroscience behind the subconscious, it doesn't decipher whatever you tell it, good or bad. It's going to interpret like, okay, give them more of this. Give them more of that.
Your body doesn't know the difference between a thought in your head and actually doing something. So exactly, everybody understood that. Sandra, when I was shuffling while Chris was finishing up with Ashley, and she said, "Thank you, by the way." I don't know, Chris. Can you see the comment?
Oh, I think I see it now. Okay. Yeah, I just saw Ashley say thank you. Thank you.
I'm never sure who can see what. Sandra, I have 2 cards for you. I shuffled and 2 fell out on the floor, so they really wanted to pop out. The 2 cards are nurture and bravery. Now, nurture means you can nurture things. You can nurture your plants, your dog, your kids, your loved ones, but you also have to nurture yourself. So make sure you are nurturing yourself as well as others. You should always nurture yourself just as much, if not more, because when we're empty, we have nothing more to give. So it's very important. Back in the day, they used to call them love tanks or something. Fill up your love tanks. Same type of thing. You have to be fulfilled and nurtured yourself before you run out of nurturing for other people, and then a disaster strikes. And the other one is bravery. bravery. Face the unknown with bravery. Trust your steps. So if you feel that you know you're making the right decision about something, trust that. Go forward with bravery. Go forward, trusting the steps you're taking. So, Sandra, I'm not sure if you're still on here, but those are your cards. This all will be posted on YouTube if anybody wants to watch the replay. And Kimball K, are you still here? And while Chris is shuffling,
one more time.
Sandra. Okay, Sandra is here. Thank you. Awesome. I'm so glad, Sandra. Kimball K is here, and while Chris is shuffling, I want to remind everybody about our small Zoom group with Chris and myself. We're going to be doing a very limited number of seats for card readings, tarot and oracle card readings. You'll get at least 3 cards per person, guaranteed reading. The readings will be much more in-depth and detailed than they are here. But remember, it is a 3-card spread. And these cards are for guidance. There's no absolutes with these tarots. They are to allow you to make the decision and go in the direction you choose. But they are very good for guidance. All right, Chris, you're up.
Okay, I shuffled and I got this card, the control card.
Ooh, Janet Jackson.
So this card here, and the way it was facing, so there might be some things happening in your surroundings that feel that you don't have control of, that you want to have control of, that are stressing you because you feel like you're kind of like a leaf in the windstorm and you're just getting blown all around because you can't do anything about it. Just take the time to sit back and think about solutions that are within your landscape that you can make changes towards to feel like you have more control. Sometimes when we feel like we don't have control, we are like feeling abandoned and like lifeless because there's nothing, you feel like there's nothing I can do about the situation. But there's always something that you can do about the situation, and that is control your beliefs. And you may have limiting beliefs around that situation that you feel like you're unable to move forward because you may hurt someone. I'd invite you to just sit back and actually write on paper the ideas that you might have towards a situation or something that's going on in your environment where you feel like you have no control, and just write out the pros and cons. If I took this step forward in this direction, this would happen. Or if I didn't take this step, this is what would happen. But find out, more or less, try to see the clarity of the situation and realistically what you can do about the situation in your environment where you feel like you have loss of control, to make yourself have control with the things that you're able to take care of and move forward on. It's kind of like the serenity prayer. I don't know if you've ever heard that one.
Yeah, God grant me
the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. You know, just being able to sit back and really take that type of inventory in a situation, because you can rack your brains out forever. You can sit there and be like, what happens if you said this? Or what happens if you said that? Or what happens if I did this? What happens? You'll never really know until you actually can find out the things that you really can take advantage of in the situation and change or create or create a new outlook or a new perspective of the situation. So others may have a different viewpoint who might be involved in a situation with you or this particular situation in your environment. Could be with a friend.
I love that. And
spouse, husband, workplace.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So just that was the meaning, the topical, the main expression that I want to say. But yeah, I'm anxious to hear if there's any.
She's saying yes, hurt shoulder and belly issues. She's recovering. staying positive and trusting healing. And then she said yes. So yes to everything.
Oh, awesome.
So that's wonderful. And I just want to remind everybody one more time, next Tuesday, Chris and I have a more intimate setting on Zoom, very limited seating. It's only $11. Everybody is guaranteed a reading, in that at least a 3-card reading. Please join my Patreon for free. Everyone who joins my Patreon for the month of May for free is invited to a Zoom gallery with free readings. Okay? It's free to join. Just go in there and click free to join. My YouTube, my digital course, if you want to learn mediumship, that's on my website. May 13th, Cosmic Chris and I, that's on my website. I also have an introduction to mediumship workshop on May 17th. Coffee and cards with Peaceful Nick on Saturday morning, May 24th. And all of my mediumship readings for the month of May are only $50, and I only think there's 3 left. So get those now while you can. And I'm so sorry, Angie, about that. That is very hard to deal with. I will be live tomorrow night on YouTube and Facebook, so find me there. We will be discussing lots of things like what you're talking about, Angie, and it's free to join that as well.
Yeah, I was typing. I'm sorry, I was typing it like I couldn't talk, and I'm realizing I could talk because I'm so used to just texting people all the time. But
so, Chris, talk about you and your wife's tarot cards and your website and all that stuff.
Oh yes, so we have a website, Souls and Spirits. We have this tarot deck that we've created together on the website.
It's all updated
on the website. And I also have coaching programs on the website. 6-week and 3-week programs for life coaching available. You can go on the website as well and check that out.
I put it in the chat.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. And yeah, it's a lot of fun.
All my stuff's linked in my link tree. So, Chris, I put your website down there. So for people on my side of the page. Yeah.
Amazing. So awesome. Yeah, and I was just reading Angie's what she wrote. She talked about her son passing. It's really challenging, but what I can tell you from what I've learned and experienced, this is like a whole nother. We could talk about this for hours, but there is no death. There is a physical death, but the spirit lives on. It moves on. I've communicated with the other side. It's kind of like in a short, a really quick way to describe it. Like your spirit, your energy lives in this body. When the body no longer serves us, the spirit moves on because energy has to move. But they're still here. Like
energy cannot be created or destroyed.
It's ongoing. It's ongoing.
It's all overlapping in the collective consciousness. So if our soul's one of these little dots and the source or God or the collective consciousness is in the middle, we all kind of plug back in. Body no longer exists. Now that's not comforting to a mother who's lost her child. I understand that completely. But know that your son is safe and at peace. And join me live tomorrow night on Facebook and YouTube, and we will be discussing these types of things. Chris, it's been wonderful.
Oh, thank you everyone so much. I'm so happy to be here and to meet with everyone and share, and it's so much love. I'm so grateful.
I love it, and we'll be on our Zoom next week. If anybody has any questions, email me, peacefulnikthemedium@gmail.com. Everything's in my link tree in my bio, and thank you so much, Chris. It's been wonderful.
Oh, thank you again, Peaceful Nick. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Give hugs to the wife of yours and Bailey and the kitty cat. The little fat kitty cat.
Says hi.
I'll see you later.
Thank you.
Okay, bye. Bye, everybody. Thank you.